Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I come to wish you a good day and talk about different specific subject. It is the nature of time. Time is something very. What is time? Essentially, from a cosmic standpoint, it is the relationship of the movement, the relationship of the movement of the celestial object within space. That's time, what we call time. But time does not really exist. It's all part of the one now, the eternal now of the Creator. We have the cross of matter and we have the pillar of light. Cross of matter, the time will continue eternally to unfold as long as we look in time. For all things, it's all about time. Time will heal all the wounds. Time will clear everything up. Everything will be revealed in time, and because life reveals itself through time and experience. It's just a fact. And time is the great separator. It separates all things. For space, you can say space separate, but this is the time, because in time everything will be united and one and within the consciousness. So it's like it's inevitable. But source reality is being living in the non-time, is already aware of the future, and so it's about integrating the paradox of being here and now with the time and space and condition that we are now, accepting what spirit is showing us as far as the future is, the highest possible timeline. But as the master of wisdom from Atlantis said, time does not change, but every being and everything changes through time. So it's very it's a constant, and it is a gift from paradise, time and space. And we engage in time when we chose to engage with the separation and the game of duality, when we decided to incarnate on this planet. Because in reality, time and space do not exist. There's only love, the love of the one, the love of God. And we created in the image of God. So with all the powers of God, so God created us equal to ourselves. And so we create with all our beliefs, with our thoughts, with our intention, with our desire, and so it's like we create these temporal illusions, but there is a lot of rhythm and anchorage in those beliefs, so we can't just turn it off. Although life is a great blank canvas, we make a different choice. Everything changes. It takes a time to register, nevertheless. For it's like the pleasure is something that just came up, is that if we find meaning in life, we're less susceptible to look for pleasure. For pleasure is good, but the meaning, the meaning and the meaning and value that we're really seeking. For we achieve, personally, I know I achieved so much growth in the past times. For it's like the more we are tested, the more adversity we experience. If our soul wants to move fast in our evolution, we're going to experience more adversity. If our soul is not in a hurry to grow spiritually, it's going to leave us in a comfort zone. It all depends on the chosen path. But so the more adversity we experience, it means the more growth we're going to be experiencing. And the challenge is to be only love, regardless of whatever is going on, to be the presence of love. For it would be really good if they could turn off all of the media channel, all of them, for like a week or a day or a month. It's like that would be so a lot of salvation would come from there, because it's like they use that to keep the very low frequency. Even the internet, if they could turn it off for like a week, everybody will benefit. Although some people will continue to entertain the conflict and separation, but they wouldn't have that medium to do that. And so it would be really good, but we don't need to wait for that to happen, to turn off, to unplug. Doesn't mean that listening to music or entertainment is different than listening to the news about the evolution of what they call the news, the disinformation channels. So it's like it's really. It's something we don't need to wait for that, but I think it would be good that we can already unplug ourselves. I'm going to pull a card for the day. And so the time is really, a time can be very cruel sometimes. It's like, ooh, it's like, because God doesn't care. He sees the beginning and the end. He says that he knows that going through what we're going through, we'll end up where we don't want to be, and where we want to be, and where we need to be. So it's like, for him, it's like, for her, it's like, time is just the experience that lead us to the freedom, to the point of freedom. And there is a great deal of it's house cleaning. The card of the day is about house cleaning, and there's a lot of house cleaning. We need to clean up in front of our door, but mostly because that's the only place where we have a broom to clean up. So it's about there is a lot of tests and challenges. Sometimes we have to learn to let go. Personally, I'm reaching new level of subtle reality, very much more subtle, more and more and more, the alignment with my presence, my multi-dimensional consciousness. I'm hearing so much more. This clear audience thing is getting so much more, but yet not most everything. There's certain things not that I don't hear, certain things I do not understand. Sometimes I hear my soul is making a promise, but I don't know what it's promising to whom, or it's telling me, oh, what a shame. It's like, what's going on? It's like, or it's like showing me an experience, but I don't know with whom I'm going to have this experience with, or when, or so it's like it's still a lot of mystery for life. There's a lot of mystery, and we have to accept that there's a lot of paradox, things that are opposing and impossible together that do exist in the same time and space. It's very so there is a lot of unknown and mystery about what is being communicated. Sometimes there is a temptation to speculate mentally about what is going on, yet the silence is quite useful to be in the silence, to be as serene as possible, as contemplative as possible. For life is always the observer of the day is the bride and groom. Talks about long-lasting and beautiful relationships. The highest wisdom is the high priest or high priestess. The magic, the powers. What needs to be understood is the love life. The love life. Well, we'll wait for that. We're ready. Whenever that happens, we'll embrace it. We'll be grateful for it. When there is romance, this magic in the air. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night. But what we need to do is the healer. Is really to bring healing into situation, and the outcome is the lessons and the good deed. After all the trials, tests, and trials, we're going to harvest all the fruits of the fruits of our work. Spirit told me that they were very, very pleased with me, in truth, regardless of my self-judgment in relationship to my experience. For life is conducted from on high, yet it responds to all our thoughts, our words, and our deed. It's like everything we think, we do, and we say and do, it make an imprint on the collective unity field, and is reflected by the law. So it's like something we think, say, and do in one day, 2 or 3 days, well, might manifest. So be careful what you think. Well, you can think. Just to think is okay, but what you say and what you do is very you have to be really careful, and so that because it's always adapting to our thoughts, our feeling, our emotion, our desire, our intentions, all of that. And it's a dance between the finite consciousness and the eternal wisdom of the great I Am presence, the great spirit that is the link between all that is with us, that links us to all that is. So it's cultivate as much silence as possible, and becoming aware of the subconscious patterns, the beliefs. The belief is a thought that keeps repeating because we believed it in a long time, and it got rhythm, and it's really powerfully anchored. So it keeps coming back without even us wanting or desiring it. So it's like, which one do we want to keep? This one we want to change. And some of them have a lot of rhythm because they've been practiced a long time. So it takes a while to disconnect them. Although some spirits will tell you, oh, no, it's easy. You just click and it's gone and it's done well. They don't have that kind of pattern. So some of them, so be very patient and perseverance. We have determination in relationship, yet it requires a lot of humility and abnegation. Honestly, there's times where you just need to be very humble and to be ready to have a lot of abnegations. For it is very hard to free ourselves from the limitations of time and space, from our belief, to move into this pillar of light, into the ascended realm. Oh no, I know that we'll be home someday, in these higher planes. personally, I see the tremendous progress. I awakened awakened to my spirituality 35 years ago, in about, and I made tremendous progress. I was so far off, although I was like extremely enthusiastic and pure and sincere when I wanted to embrace the all that is. It's like on 35 years, the expansion of my consciousness has been tremendous. It's like so amazing. Although it's been a really hard road, and it's like, but there is always great mysteries. Even if we ascend and become ascended masters, life will still always present us mystery until we understand all about all. The life will not stop to educate us until we understand ourselves, the truth, the one I am. For that is really how we were created. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to sing a song that speaks about time. I'm going to pull a few cards. Osho deck. Says time can bring you down. Time will bend your knees. Time will break your heart. Have you begging, please? And sometimes that's the way I felt, like, because it's like when I was going through, it's all about time. It's like in the future, this situation, or sometimes it's in parallel timeline, but in this timeline, where I am in this timeline, I could see that in the future everything could be so marvelous for that. But in this present time, it's like it's hell. It's like it went me through hell because of my judgment. It's all about morality, the sense. Although we do have to have. We do not want to be too severe because everybody's got their own unique path, and we have to accept people as they are. But yet we have to have a sense of honor and sense of self-respect and sense of sovereignty for ourselves as well. Huh? So the key, the highest wisdom is moment by moment. It's living within the now, because in the now there's all kinds of settled energies. You can never. The more I go into the inner planes, the more I see that there is always a new level that needs to be accessed. It's like going too fast for me. But it's still wonderful to be sometimes when I can experience it, I feel like so wonderful, and it's just a matter, if you move your thought in any different direction, it shifted the whole process. It's like it shows the power we have, huh? With every thought we have so much power. What we need to understand is adventures. Well, we want to live a life of great adventure. Life is just an illusion, but we may as well make it adventurous, to make it extraordinary. Or even sometimes the ordinary can be extraordinary. What we need to do is friendliness, it is love, it is sharing. And the outcome will be awakening, this inner self coming out from coming out into the forefront. And it's like coming into the world. It's the doors to the world that will be that are opening. Well, I hope this was interesting for you. I just wanted to I shared my thoughts about time, and thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and for subscribing, and for your donations. That's really assisting me right now. And I'm gonna finish with this song. It's a song of Eric Clapton. It's called "Tears in Heaven." Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees, time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. It's like sometimes relationships do not work here, but what if we were in heaven? Would you hold my hand? Would you help me stand? Or you probably wouldn't reject the process? It's like there will be no more tears in heaven. It is just this matter of time. It's like time will bend your knees, time will break you down, time will break your heart. Have you begging, please? It's really what I've been through, so that's why I chose this song. It was like very obvious. It's like and sometimes I had to make abnegation and to sacrifice a part of my soul wanted something, but another part of my soul couldn't deal with it, and so it eventually was gone, and now it is gone, and so it is. It's just sometimes the timeline changes as the energy unfold. The just couldn't afford to make it happen, so it's just like it left me, so it's gone. So, but the observer of the day is the reward. So there'll be also rewards. There'll be rewards. The reward. It is the cause and the effect. The reward is the cause. Is the effect of the cause. It's like we don't say what we do for rewards, but whatever we do, the cause, the effect is the reward of the cause, positive or negative. So if we've been doing good, if we seek to do good, if we try to elevate ourselves, to assist others, to serve life in whatever way, life recognize the service. What is the highest wisdom is destiny, the highest path, the highest joy, the highest fulfillment. What is it we need to understand is the power of the one, the magician, the energy. What we need to do is luck, to understand, to accept the miracle, the blessing, to understand all those there are wonderful things that are coming. I sit and I ask, I keep saying, well, spirits keep saying, you're going to be surprised. I say, when? It's like, oh, you'll see. What? Oh, you'll see. It's like, it wouldn't be a surprise if I knew, but then it's like, yes, so I'm just relaxing about it. And the outcome will be abundance, freedom, abundance, prosperity, and the joy to be whatever we want to do, to whenever we want to do. Also to have this inner freedom as well as the outer freedom. It's going to be quite wonderful. Well, thank you so very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.